Hello and welcome to the zombie apocalypse, or Leicester Square as it's more commonly known. It's the backdrop for our glitzy and glamorous world premiere. So throw on your glad rags, or just rags, and let's see if we can survive this.
I am in Leicester Square, and we are unleashing the world premiere of World War Z in 3D. It's massive, it's global. I'm happy that everyone else can see it now and enjoy it, because it is great fun. It is the most intense thing you're going to see all summer.
So, you're one of the lucky ones who survived the war on zombies. If you've got your head screwed on, what you'll do is you'll get a paper and a pen and document the whole thing. Then give it a catchy title like, oh, I don't know, World War Z, and wait for a certain Mr. Brad Pitt to come along and turn it into a movie, which is exactly what happened.
You know it's when the aircraft touched down.
Yeah, are these the roots?
What is it?
Statue of Liberty or snowman?
Blackout and declared martial law.
Daddy, what's martial law?
I read the book, Max's book first, and it was the template for everything, and I was a big fan. It's not your usual narrative, so we sort of adapted the movie to work as more of it as a narrative, but it's a fantastic book.
The novel takes place after the apocalypse is being contained, and it's basically this series of kind of journal entries, people's experiences. Why are there so many? It's like 3 in the last 5 minutes.
What is going on?
I also thought, how are they going to make it? I mean, you could do a kind of a documentary going around, but that's not really going to work. And I think the book is so filled with information. There's so many bits that you can use that they really did a great job to find the best anecdote and put it into a great story.
Jerry?
We're starting at a normal day in Philadelphia with Brad's family, and next thing you know, all hell breaks loose, and you're on a ride of your life.
Are you okay?
When we approached it, we said, okay, let's set this in present tense and make it sort of that the urgency is and the pressure is much more on, and let's try to figure out where it all started, where's patient zero, and that sort of gives you a sort of like ticking clock and attention.
It's the same worldwide. Is anyone doing better than we are?
Something is happening, something awful, and they're coming, and they're here, and they're destroying everything in their path.
People who know the novel will remember sequences that they read, which now Jerry Lane is actually experiencing.
Your secretary here says you were his best investigator when you were at the UN. I want to send you in with the team. Help Dr. Fossbach find whatever it is he needs.
Very early on, we always discussed that he should be like your normal guy. It's almost like your Robert Redford's character in 3 Days of a Condor. You know, you set a character into a situation that then makes him become a hero, and he's forced to become a hero, and he has no choice. But ultimately, he's a family man.
Can't help you. Can't leave my family. Take a look around here, Mr. Lane. Each and every one of these people are here because they serve a purpose. There's no room here for non-essential personnel. You want to help your family? Let's figure out how we stop this. It's your choice, Mr. Lane.
Brad is basically sent out to find out who they are, where they come from, and how to fight them, how to defeat them, and how to save the world, if you like, and save civilization.
If I could get into Russia, where would I start?
Russia's a black hole.
I need answers.
The action starts within the first 5 minutes of the movie and then absolutely does not stop. And I wondered how it would feel to just keep it all at that kind of fevered pitch, and it was very, very exciting. And then it translated, once it was edited, it just translates beautifully.
We're getting out of here.
It feels so realistic. Everything is so close to reality until the word zombie comes across.
There was a memo sent from this installation.
Pretty obvious nobody back home bothered to read it.
It's not just, you know, sort of a scary movie, or it's not just an action movie. It really tells a story beyond the story of the zombies coming and who they are and how we're going to fight them. It tells a story of human solidarity, of how people from different ends, sometimes of conflicts, find each other and help fight for values of life.
I'm not gonna force you.
But don't pretend you're not well suited for the job.
The film, I think, is working on a few different levels. Obviously, it's like a super suspenseful, really fun zombie movie. And then it's also just like a survival movie. Baby?
Tell the kids I'm coming back.
From the first moment, I thought it's so important that the movie starts off intense and doesn't let you off the hook. And then ultimately, though, instead of having a big set piece and going out with a huge bang, I thought it would be much more interesting, like a lot of my other movies, to be a little more reflective and have the tension sort of like in a haunted house kind of style. Like you think, oh, the zombie is around the corner, just waiting there for you to leech out.
I'm scared.
How do we know they're coming?
They're coming. Ready?
You know what's more annoying than a zombie apocalypse? A person so effortlessly cool that they imbue everything they're involved in with this magnificent charisma. But enough about me. Let's hear what the cast and crew think the secret of Mr. Pitt's great success actually is.
Action! Come on, let's go!
Brad is an iconic actor, and he's an incredible, gifted artist, and it's like just his sensibility to material is so good.
I'm all over it.
Well, Brad Pitt is an absolute star. I mean, in the sense that he is an absolutely attractive person and a personality, and he exudes, I mean, it's just, the whole thing breathes attraction, if you like.
Gentlemen, welcome to Fight Club. The first rule of Fight Club is, you do not talk about Fight Club. The second rule of Fight Club is, you do not talk about Fight Club.
Brad, you know, is one of our biggest and most wonderful stars, but I think what's most true about him is that he's actually like a really regular guy. He's funny, he's a dad, he's extremely hardworking, so he brings those qualities to the screen, and I think people feel comfortable watching him because you would be just as comfortable sitting in a room with him.
The great thing about Brad, he's almost like a character actor, but he looks like a movie star. So that's why he's able to jump around all these different genres.
His city's over, man. He just lost his country. He didn't say a word.
He's just a great personality. He's very grounded. He's very a people's person. Very direct, very honest, very focused. It was really inspiring working with him. I got a lot of great tips and very good energy. I think we worked well together. It was great.
When you work with him on a set, and it's the same as when you meet him in real life. It sounds a bit snobbish because most of us don't meet him. I had the pleasure of meeting him both in real life and on the set, and he is someone who draws you in automatically.
Why? Why now?
He has that incredible quality of he absolutely plays leading man, but he's also a character actor, which makes his career fun and diverse.
I want you to do me a favor.
Yeah, sure.
I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
What?
I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
He's very gentle, he's very open, he's very curious. So he gives you a feeling of you're at ease with him, which is the role he plays in this film. He goes around the world in these incredible circumstances, and people open up to him. They come to him, not because he can save them necessarily, but because as his personality attracts that. And so it's an incredible experience to work with this man.
Ready and action! Hey, I'm good. Joking. One ammo count, and then you reload your match.
We both have a very similar artistic approach, and that was really a really great thing to work with him on this.
He's a real actor. I mean, he's really an artist in that sense, and he blends into what he's doing, and he's always played characters characters you believe in, even when they're extreme characters. You know, in some of his movies, he's like, you know, in Glorious Bastards, I mean, he's like, I love that character also that he plays. And you get it right away, and you're just there, and you're just captive, you know.
My name is Lieutenant Aldo Rain, and I'm putting together a special team, and I need me 8 soldiers. We're gonna be dropped into France, dressed as civilians. And once we're in enemy territory, as a bushwhacking guerrilla army, we're gonna be doing one thing, and one thing only. Killing Nazis.
I think I was 7 that really, because his character goes through horrible things, and every little nuance that he does is really fascinating to watch as a performance.
Honestly, have you ever seen anything like this? No.
Well, that just about wraps up part 1 of our World War Z special, but fret ye not, because in part 2, Brad Pitt himself will be giving us some tips on how you survive a zombie apocalypse. Stay there. Welcome back to our very special and exclusive behind-the-scenes look at World War Z. Now, I'm probably not alone when I think that the idea of a world ravaged by a zombie epidemic, The Walking Dead, killing everyone on sight, as particularly terrifying. Well, it turns out Hollywood has caught on to this creepy concept too.
I always loved horror films, and I always loved zombie films, and especially, you know, the early ones, but then I also really liked the Danny Boyle one, 28 Days Later, and I thought it's just like an inspiring genre, and there's no better metaphor in the times we live in than zombies.
They keep taking their turns, right? It was vampires for a while, and now zombies have taken over. They're scary, but they can also be funny. It's like zombies, you can kind of twist it around to be whatever you want it to be. I know we have really fast-moving zombies, which makes them terrifying.
I like to feel big feelings, so it can be fear, it can be big violent films that make you really scared and angry, maybe. It's just thrilling to sit on your seat and never know what's going to happen next, and get surprised and blown away again and again and again.
I think that what captivates an audience and will captivate the audience with this film is beyond the horror genre fans. What is captivating is that there's something out there, nature, and the environment and everything that's surrounding us in this world has forces that we cannot control. And on the one hand, we're scared, on the other hand, we love to be scared also. Yeah.
The noise. Are they drawn to it?
Yeah. Sound draws them.
You fought in it yet?
Philly, Newark.
Good.
What about Houston, Louis?
Baltimore.
Atlanta?
Detroit?
Guys, I'll be honest with you. I don't know of any place back home that's doing very well.
We're all slightly on edge, and there's sort of this fear in the air that, you know, anything could collapse at any moment, and those movies sort of tap into that fear, and it's a really big appeal.
My husband loves scary movies. I personally don't like scary movies. This will be my first zombie movie that I ever see. But this one, because it's not too grossy gory, it's just really suspenseful, is very enjoyable as well.
You work and just make the script and tighter and tighter, and the cut tighter and tighter. And it's a constant work, and you just overlook it. And where's another thrill we can put in? Where we can put people again onto that on edge? Where's another scare we can add?
Zombie films, I hope someone is going to kill them. I hope someone's going to get rid of them, because they're absolutely terrifying. I think it's one creature that really, because it's so undefined. I mean, are they alive? Are they dead? How are they walking? How are they still? Why are they so greedy after getting more blood and more? It's really disgusting.
I definitely want to be on the edge of my seat, and hopefully there are moments where I'm closing my eyes.
You know what I miss from movies these days? power ballads. There was a time when the likes of Aerosmith, Bryan Adams, and hey, even Wet, Wet, Wet would play us out of the auditorium. So thank the Lord that Muse have taken it upon themselves to bring it back. Sorry. I've just heard it's not actually a love song about overcoming the odds. Ugh.
Very honoured to get usage of a couple of our songs from the album, Isolated System being the main one. The opening credits, when the film opens up, you have all these sort of scenes of chaos from around the world, and you know, we're really influenced by that kind of apocalyptic stuff, and I actually read World War Z when we were making the album, so it's a perfect fit, really. I'm really happy it's been used, and I think, you know, of course it makes a film, what can I say?
It's great, yeah. I mean, the music really seems to work great with the imagery in the film, and you know, and that song again, like Matt's saying, it's very, you know, I think when we were creating that song, it came from a very kind of desperate end of the world survival type feeling anyway inside. I think that's what we're trying to do with the music, so it fits perfectly.
Straight after the screening, we're playing, we've got our gear set up in Horse Guards Parade, a very famous location in London there, and we're playing a free concert for a bunch of our fans. I think we've got about 15,000 fans turning up, hopefully, and it could be crazy, it could be fun.
We got Muse here tonight helping us unleash the film. And from our point of view, when we started making this film a couple of years ago, we discussed trying to find a Tubular Bells, which is, if you remember, that's the theme song to The Exorcist. It wasn't written for The Exorcist. The Exorcist appropriated it, and then it became the theme song for The Exorcist. And we wanted to find something that kind of had that same kind of feeling. Lo and behold, these guys, our friends Muse, were reading the book at the same time that they were writing their album, The Second Law. And lo and behold, there is a song on there called Second Law that is so reminiscent of Tubular Bells. And we found it. We lobbied for it in the film. They at the same time, we're big fans, and it just worked out beautifully. It's a really nice coming together.
Believe it or not, these adoring fans crammed into Leicester Square aren't here just to catch a glimpse of me. They're here to see a man by the name of Brad Pitt and me. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined right now on the stage by the one and only Mr. Brad Pitt. How are you doing? How have you found this phenomenal reception here in London?
Yeah, it's been fantastic. This has been a long time coming, and we're really happy to bring it back here. We shot it here, with the crews here. All the extras in the film are from here, so it's really nice that we started out here.
It's something of a homecoming then.
Yeah, exactly that.
If you had to pick out one challenge that was the biggest in bringing World War Z to the big screen, what would that be?
You know, every day when you shoot for weeks and weeks with thousands of extras and trying to create mass hysteria, you just sometimes think at night, when can we just shoot a simple dinner scene? It's like 4 people.
What was it about the book, the fantastic book, World War Z, that appealed to you that you thought, you know what, this will make a great feature film?
Well, it took the genre and turned it on its head. It was a completely original approach to this idea of this zombie apocalypse. And on top of it, it approached it with kind of with the ills of today, with our fears of certain pandemics and what if they were to get out of the box, like when SARS started. But on top of that, I mean, or certainly what we ended up with 5 years later is just this big summer fun, you know, apocalyptic kind of intense, the most intense film I've seen all summer. So we're thrilled to be here and thrilled to bring it here and thrilled for people to see it.
How was it for you working on a movie that is so epic in its scale?
Thrilling, and also, you know, on a day-to-day, you just come in and you try to tell the tiny bit of story you're telling each day, and Mark really kept that focus of the simplicity of the family, and then, of course, you know, these huge, wonderful action sequences.
Tell everyone what they can expect from World War Z. When they sit down in the cinema, they've paid their money, they're on the biggest screen they can find, what can they expect?
They can expect to not breathe in the first 30 minutes, and then probably hide in the next 90 minutes behind their chair.
I knew what the story was, and I was still holding my breath when I saw it, so I think it's going to be a thrilling ride.
Is it kind of fun to have made a movie that you know is going to scare people?
It is, I say it again, it's the most intense film you're going to see all summer. And big fun, really big fun. So we're very, very proud of it. Thank you.
Well, that's it. It's safe to come out of your bunkers and stop eating tinned food. Congratulations, you survived World War Z. Now let's see if I can survive the rush hour. Bye-bye.